What's that?
It's a logbook kept by Officer Ramos. Her husband found it and brought it in.
You tell the DAs?
No, we just got it.
You know, I heard about the trial today. That defendant kicked butt.
Sob story from hell.
So what's in it?
Informant log. Every contact she had with Stokes.
Interesting.
Some might think so. She saw him do drugs. She gave him money she knew he would use to buy drugs, and she and her partner did push him about his mother.
And this here, their last meeting with him. You know, the DAs could use it.
Well, if we turn it over, it all comes out.
So?
So, Officer Ramos and her partner crossed some lines. It's nothing anybody needs to hear right now.
Oh, so that's what you're worried about. Okay. But what about me? If I'm not ever around, you're gonna turn me into a retroactive saint. Go through my office and clean out my nasty habits. Tell the world how sweet I was all the time. Look, she was a cop. She wanted to be a detective. She made some mistakes. Honest, good faith mistakes, but she made some mistakes. Get over it.
January 4th, $50. January 12th, $75. Are these accurate descriptions of Officer Ramos's payments to you?
Sounds right.
January 13th, collar, Brent Darien, criminal possession, $50 bonus. Is that right, too?
Yeah.
Is this your signature next to the payment amounts?
Yeah, she made me sign in case she ever got reimbursed.
Would you please read this description of your final meeting with Officer Ramos and her partner at the bar in Queens? Right there.
S complained of low pay, demanded bonus, $1,000. That's not true.
Keep reading.
We rejected. S got angry. There ought to be stuff in there about their threats about my mother.
There is, from weeks before, but there is no mention of it near the time of the shooting. But that last night in the bar, S got angry, said we were cheating him, said he'd show us. It was all about money, wasn't it?
No, they left stuff out.
It wasn't about your mother that night. It was about getting you more money to buy drugs.
Drugs had nothing to do with it. I was taking big chances for them.
Right, so you wanted to be paid.
I wanted what was fair. I wanted what I was earning. They thought they could push me around like I was nobody.
S got angry, said we were cheating him, said he'd show us, and that's exactly what you did.
On the charge of murder in the first degree for the death of Officer Dwayne Garber, how do you find?
We find the defendant guilty.
On the charge of murder in the first degree for the death of Officer Christopher Oren, how do you find?
We find the defendant guilty.
On the charge of murder in the first degree for the death of Officer Frederick Colson, how do you find?
We find the defendant guilty.
On the charge of murder in the first degree for the death of Officer Rebecca Ramos, how do you find?
We find the defendant guilty.